What's going on, guys? Bankrupt Games here, more Elden Ring and the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. Last episode when we left off, it was quite a cool episode. We made our way down here and actually started the episode off with a boss fight. We also found a bunch of Shadow Tree fragments and sort of like a hidden area that we've headed down into here. So I recommend going back and watching that if you haven't seen it, because it was very, very cool. But in between episodes, I did actually have a look to see what else could be done in this area, because there's a giant furnace column sort of that's been like deactivated, or like he's asleep or whatever, and yeah, there is actually a way to sort of turn him back on or wake him up and face him. But considering we ended last episode with taking out a furnace column, we're not going to do that at the start of this episode, and instead we're going to go for a bit of an explore, because there's actually a lot more to this area than it originally looks like. One thing that I love about FromSoftware games, but also something that can be quite frustrating, is there's always more to do. There's always something hiding. You might have seen there is actually another site of grace here, and this leads on to what looks like another branching path. Originally I did say about potentially changing our weapon, but I think for the time being I'm happy using the Meteorical greatsword. We've got new spells to use. Quickly rest to avoid getting taken out by those guys. So it looks like we're underneath the Bonnie village. So I don't think we've been down here at all. Again, looks like quite a big area. I did see an item back this way, so I need to figure out how to get down to that somehow. actually quite like that. I haven't really messed around with the new spells we've equipped at the moment. I think it was down here. Yep. Another seal boosts golden ring of light incantations. That's quite handy. With the lore. Quite interesting. See a twinkling down there? That does look like a point of no return. So looking for a precious item somewhere along here. Sure to be really thorough on our way through. It's the shadow tree fragment they were mentioning there. Can't see anything else. Where was that beetle? I can hear it. Looks like we've got another one of these sort of crypts that have the unique boss encounters. Multiple undead hippo things down there, which I'm definitely not liking the look of. That was a good start. I was hoping to get them with the multi-layered ring of light, but they just dodged straight through it, obviously. Let's try this again. Hoping that we respawn just outside the boss door. This is why I don't tend to get on with using spells and things too much in Dark Souls games. Just like that. But that's so much easier. and also knocks them down. They did a lot of damage though. So let's get them taken down. Looks like we got a new weapon along with the new armor set. And talking about doing a lot of damage, the armor set says there that it increases damage dealt to foes, but greatly increases damage taken by the wearer. Quite an interesting effect. Depends how significant the extra damage you take is in comparison to the extra damage you deal. Looks quite cool though. That sort of red colour to it, obviously seen a lot of action. And again with the Great Katana, says the wielder is less likely to stagger from counter attacks, but will also take increased damage. Do you have blood loss build up as well? Don't think we're going to be messing around with that too much, just because a lot of the enemies in the DLC already seem to do a lot of damage, so don't want to make things too difficult for us. I'm sure a lot of people get a lot of fun out of making things as challenging for them as possible. Looks like we've got some gravestones to go down to get down to this area. I hate the mosquito things, or dragonflies or whatever they're supposed to be. More dry leaf stuff. I assume this is related to dry leaf Dane that we got the dry leaf arts from. Pretty cool. Let's get his armour. You can see the sort of seal that we picked up a minute ago on the hanging around the chest there. So that's where we picked up the Erdtree fragment. That's where we started off up here. That's where we just were, I think, with the dragonflies taking a chunk out of us. Just want to see if we have enough runes to level up quick. Not quite, so 20,000 more. Looks like we've got a lot more of these sort of man-fly enemies, or whatever they're called. Weird things. They remind me of the flies in the Ashes of Ariandel DLC. No, the painted. And that is not what I wanted to run into. And yeah, I'm not going to say anything. Let's try that again. Not quite enough range to take those guys out. So even when I'm out of his reach, it's still going to be a pain. Way too much health as well. That is the one good thing about the using more spells and incantations. Sometimes, you know, when you're entering like a difficult area, it can make things quite a bit easier for yourself. So we don't end up getting spam grabbed like we did before. Village of Flies. Don't know if these guys are weak to fire, maybe. I think we'll go up this way first. And we'll go down that other path. No idea why these guys are glowing red like that. Manfly ashes. I can't really see us using those ones. It's very cheap to summon though. There are 3 of them. It says 2 charge in from the air and 1 spits poison from the rear. So potentially actually quite useful depending on how much health they have. I do want to change over my spirit summon soon as well. There's a couple that we've picked up that I wouldn't mind sort of trying out. Another revered spirit ash. Very cool. We might be able to upgrade our spirit ash blessing. No, actually. Can't really see anything else here though. Definitely feel like I'm missing stuff. Got a bit nervous then. Not liking how foggy this area is. There's a dungeon entrance here. Dark light catacombs. Sounds cool. We might come back to this next episode just because we haven't got long left this episode and all the dungeons in the DLC seem to be quite long. And yeah, it seems like I can see how it got its name. So we'll come back to this soon. I want to see if we can get to this area. I think it's where those undead hippos were. It's the village of the flies. Just gonna have a quick look outside. See if there's anything else out here worth grabbing. Very nearly went off the edge then. There's a lot of these guys. think we'll have to go back up a little bit to get up to that area, because it looked like there were some coffins, or the tombstones, you know, stick out from the wall to get down to where we just were. There's one of them undead hippos. I think we've got time to set this guy down if we do well. We've got time to buff him up. Go too bad. Got another shadow tree fragment, always useful. Did rely on our summon quite a bit there. I think our multi-layered ring of light did quite well. See if we can do something similar with this one. Went down much easier. Got another shadow tree fragment. So I think with the ones we had before, we might actually be able to level up. Difficult to tell if there's anything else up here. Haven't seen any of the friendly pest enemies that give us cookbooks for a little while. Granted, we have been going sort of back over quite a lot of areas. Yeah, there does seem to be two stones. Let's get down to where we just were. It's definitely in the same place because that's where we jumped down to it the first time. Over there, above Torrent's Head. So let's have a look. Like Dark Light Catacombs. Both are Shadow Tree and Spirit Ash Blessings up, which is nice. But looking at how long this episode has been, I think here's quite a good place to wrap it up. And then next episode we'll obviously head through and do the Darklight Catacombs. Probably another quite interesting dungeon based on what the other dungeons we've done have been like. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and been enjoying the series so far. If you have been enjoying the series, make sure to like and subscribe for more, and then that way you won't miss out on anything. Also let me know down in the comments below if there's anything else you want me to show off or test out, and also if there's anything you think I've missed. That's always appreciated. But thanks again for watching, always appreciate having you guys here, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.